out today and kind of put this disclaimer out there. I'm going to read it verbatim. This presentation contains the opinions of the presenters, and the information in this presentation should not be relied upon to make any business decisions. The presentation is being provided only as a courtesy. So a little CYA there, but I think it's time that we have a broad discussion about the federal order in California, and that's the game plan this morning. Behind me here, we have our panelist members. We have Tom Wagner from Land O'Lakes. Tom is the Director of Economics and Dairy Policy for Land O'Lakes since 2005. Tom monitors national, regional, and state regulatory issues that affect dairy farmer members and Land O'Lakes dairy manufacturing and supply agreements. He represents Land O'Lakes on several marketing agencies in common and helps keep members informed about the changes in federal and state milk marketing regulations. Prior to rejoining Land O'Lakes, Tom worked for University of Minnesota, the New York State Senate, and the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Tom and his family live in Minneapolis. Tom completed his Master's of Science degree in Applied Economics and Agribusiness Management from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Tom is married with his lovely wife and one son. In the middle of the panel here, we have Elvin Holland representing DFA. Elvin is the Director of Fluid Marketing and Economic Analysis for Dairy Farmers of America, based in Kansas City. Elvin has spent over 30 years in the dairy industry. Over his career, he has bought and sold in all markets in the U.S. He works with federal and state regulatory personnel on a regular basis. He's participated in many federal and CDFA hearings and routinely coordinates with DFA's business units on marketing and regulatory issues. Elvin holds a Bachelor of Science and Master's degree in Dairy Science and Agriculture Economics from Louisiana State University. Elvin is married with 2 adult children who, as he quotes, are now off the family payroll. Closest to me here, I have Eric Erba. Eric is the Senior Vice President and Chief Strategy Officer for California Dairies Incorporated and has responsibilities in CDI's analytical, economic, policy, legal, and strategic efforts. Before joining the CDI staff in September of 2006, Eric was the Assistant Director for the Division of Animal Health and Food Safety Services at the California Department of Food and Ag. From 1997 to 2004, Eric was a Senior Agricultural Economist for Dairy Marketing Branch and performed quantitative analysis to assist the Secretary of Food and Agriculture in administering the California Milk Marketing Program. Eric received a Bachelor of Science degree in Animal Science from the University of California at Davis in 1998. He continued his studies at UC Davis, completing a Master's of Science degree in Animal Science with an animal breeding emphasis in 1990. And to complement his animal science training, he received a PhD from Cornell University in Agricultural Economics with a specialty in dairy market policy in 1997. So, that's a mouthful. Sorry I had to read it, but clearly these guys are the experts in our respective organizations on dairy policy, both in California and nationwide. I hope that you'll grant them the courtesy of explaining their views today and be polite in your questioning as we get through the presentation. Briefly, overview is probably no secret to many of the dairymen in the room and the co-op members. Negative margins continue to exist in California. There's tremendous pressure on California producers. You know, as background, you know, our California pay price is significantly lower than the federal milk marketing order in the surrounding areas of California. We've had several CDFA, California Department of Food and Agriculture, hearings with minimal progress to try and move up some of the pay price that California producers receive. You know, we recently had an announcement by the department there would be an emergency increase for California producers of 25 cents a hundredweight for a 4-month period. And the CDFA, of course, has the Future of the California Dairy Industry Task Force, was trying to address the pricing within the California system on a long-term basis. With that as a backdrop, I just want to touch briefly on what we're going to cover today. We've got comparing federal order to the California order. We've got pooling revenue, depulling revenue in a federal order, potential benefits of a federal order to California, and then we'll follow up with questions and answers. Tom Wigner is going to walk us through a presentation, a PowerPoint presentation. We'll have some brief comments from our panelist members if they so choose, and then we'll open up to the floor to have questions on an ad hoc basis.